Sometimes we feel like we're not really sure where our kid is spiritually or how they're thinking about God. We've talked in other places about using questions to ask those things, but sometimes kids just can't quite access their brains enough to figure out what they think. And so here's another tool that you can use to get your child to talk about God. You can have them draw it. And so what I tend to do is I ask kids to draw a picture of God, whatever they want. We can be sitting around a table. You guys can be in a car. It could be something you do when you're out at a restaurant. Whatever you want. Just say, okay, we're all going to draw a picture of God. Don't let anyone see. Draw pictures of God and then say, now draw a picture of yourself and what it's like between you two. You should be really close, really far away, but I want you to really, really draw what it's like between you and God. So draw you in the picture and then what it's like for you two. And then everybody do it. And then you just turn them around and talk about it. This is how I'm feeling with God today. Now, at the first, your kids may begin to feel like they need to perform the perfect picture for you, but this is where you come in as a parent, or as a carer, or as a grandparent, whatever, whoever you are in the life of this child. You're significant in this moment because you draw a picture of what you're actually feeling like now, which could be that there's a wall between you. It could be that you feel like he's really far away. It could be that actually you have your hands over your ears because you just haven't thought about listening to him today. And the kids will be shocked because they will be expecting the perfect happy picture. And you can say, well, actually, this is how I'm feeling today. And the next time you do it, they'll draw a more realistic picture. And the next time you do it, they'll draw a more realistic picture too. Now, you may get realistic pictures straight off the bat, which is great. But all you do is turn around, talk about it, be like, this is how I'm feeling today. Huh, so interesting. I felt like that. And then you move on. And you allow the language of art to give you that. I just want to show you some of the pictures that I've sort of gathered over the years of working with families of how children draw what them and God are like. And you can just sort of see a little bit of what might come out for you. So for instance, this one, this child just feels super happy and God's shining on him and they seem to have really close. Where this kid drew a picture of God and him on separate planets with a big sort of wall between them. This child also had a wall, but Jesus was on the cross. And so you see Jesus and God, it meant that they could now come over the wall to each other. This child just drew God all around her. She said this is how she feels when she's worshiping. When this child was having a really hard time and said his heart was broken, but God was giving him a gift instead. And that's how he feels, is that he digs his broken heart to God, and God gives him gifts in return for his broken heart. Now, your pictures may look different than this. Your child may draw something very indistinct or vague, or you feel they may still be performing for you. That's okay. What's important is that you're creating a language of conversation. If they draw a picture of a wall, you can say, ooh, tell me more about that wall. Who built that wall? How do you feel about that? You can ask about it. You're trying to understand each other's experience of God. You're not trying to correct them. Don't worry about saying, that's not how it is, or that's not how God is. Don't worry about correcting it at the moment. Just get them talking about what it's like today. And that can inform your brain and your approach so that you can then parent them for faith in a better way in the future.